Okay, so for those of you who are interested in the topic of meditation, by which I mean both plausible benefits of meditation as well as plausible disadvantages or negative outcomes of meditation, I would recommend you look up the article by Holly Elmore, which is available for free as a public Substack article. It's called "I Believed the Hype and Did Mindfulness Meditation for Dumb Reasons. Now I'm Trying to Reverse the Damage." This kind of material is fantastically useful, and I would even say it's essential for people who want to get involved in embarking on a serious meditation-based internal journey and capacity honing endeavor. Okay, I do have extensive experience with a few different meditation methods, but I'm not going to get involved in my whole, I guess, spiritual autobiography right now. That's not really important. I want to give you an actionable takeaway in case you're somebody who is interested in, I guess, what Simone Weil might call a decreation of the ego, but you don't want to do like a formal seated meditation practice for various reasons that you don't even have to make clear to me. What I want to submit to you is that slow-paced workouts can be a useful ego decreation method. So if you're not working out mainly to obtain certain kinds of like visual aesthetic goals, if you don't work out primarily to look a certain way, then you might work out mainly in the interest of like accustoming your mind and your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it, to an ongoing experience of deep intimacy with discomfort. So one of these standard policies I've retained since I was young, and as I got older, no matter what I was dealing with, I kept this policy in place in my life, was to stay harder than my life, or to stay tougher than my life. This does not involve braggadocio and beating your chest and getting involved in stupid combats with other men. It involves forcing yourself to adopt and sustain certain disciplines that make it so that even if you end up, in a homeless shelter or a psych ward, you're still going to be working out, staying sober, keeping quiet, eschewing attention, and focusing on orienting yourself toward the good. So, slow-paced workouts with something like a cheap, rusty pair of dumbbells, or, a fairly inexpensive kettlebell you can secure through eBay or maybe Amazon, can allow you to retain a close contact with the experience of putting yourself through some kinds of little hardships in anticipation of larger ones. So while it may not be the case that you literally punch a giant boulder like one of the protagonists of one of the Resident Evil games, you might certainly find yourself in a situation that can one day be described as Sisyphean, and as you're kind of pushing your own rock or boulder up the hill for what seems like an eternally long time, as you're training to develop skills and competencies that other people don't have, you'll retain the optimal degree of sanity and usefulness toward yourself and others, as long as you keep deflating the part of the mind that wants you to feel like you're hot shit while you're in the process of cultivating competence. So the goal is egoless excellence and not exhibitionistic extremes. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. And stay sharp and sober. And God bless you.